What if the Europe trip that actually feels cinematic isn't Paris at all, but 7 underrated cities where cafes still feel local, prices don't punish you, and every stroll turns into a story? In this video, I'm sharing 7 European cities you'll likely love even more than Paris in 2026. Why they're special, what a realistic daily budget looks like, the neighborhoods to base in, and the tiny rituals that make a short trip feel like a life you could actually live. Think walkable cores, good coffee, accessible art and food you'll miss on the plane home, without the line fatigue or wallet shock. Start with Porto, Portugal, where the Douro bends into golden hour like a stage queue. Base yourself in Sedofeita or Miragaia for quieter streets a short walk from the riverfront. Mornings are for pastéis de nata, light pours at tiny cafes and tiled churches that make you look up every block. Do your bridge and Ribeira photos, then cross to Vila Nova de Gaia for cellar tours and sunset on the terraces. Your daily budget lands friendly: espresso coins, grilled sardines, a glass of Vinho Verde, and a tram ride to Foz to watch the Atlantic work. Porto's superpower is texture: azulejos, granite, river light, and a pace that lets conversations breathe. Then Ljubljana, Slovenia, small enough to hold in your head, big enough never to bore you. The car-free old town hums with cyclists, river cafes, and market stalls under Jože Plečnik's graceful architecture. Ride the funicular to the castle for a map-in-your-mind view, then follow the Ljubljanic's curves between bookshops and wine bars. Day trips are a cheat code: Lake Bled before crowds, Postojna Caves on a rainy afternoon, or the Socha Valley on a long day for turquoise memories. Eat Strukli and market-fresh bowls, and budget-friendly buses will make you wonder why big city metros feel so exhausting. Ljubljana's vibe is competence wrapped in calm. Granada, Spain is where the Sierra Nevada frames a city scented with orange blossoms and grilled lamb. Yes, see the Alhambra, grab sunrise tickets, but the charm lives in Albaicin alleys, Sacromonte cave houses, and tapas that still arrive with your drink like a small miracle. Base near Realejo for easy wanders and late-night churros. Mornings are churros and chocolate, afternoons cool patios and tile courtyards, nights guitars and tiny peñas, and plaza laughter. Your euros stretch on menus del dia and market picnics, and every ascent pays back with rooftop views that feel like secrets. Granada's heartbeat is slow, but never sleepy. Ghent, Belgium, sneaks up on people who think Bruges took all the charm. It didn't. Ghent is Bruges with students, better record stores, and a canal network that glows at night. Base in Patershal for cobbles and kitchens that know what to do with local produce. Spend a morning inside the Ghent altarpiece, then rent a bike and drift along canals where swans share water with commuter boats. Beer here isn't post-tourism. Order a Trappist, find a bistro, and let the kitchen decide your stew. Prices feel sane, trains make day trips to Antwerp or Brussels easy, and night walks along Grassley turn into "we live here now" jokes you half mean. Trieste, Italy, is espresso with a sea breeze, Viennese elegance on Adriatic stones. Stand in Piazza Unità d'Italia, and you'll feel history tugging at every facade. Drink at cafes that still take coffee seriously, Illy was born here, and eat like borders never mattered. Jota soup, Austrian sweets, Dalmatian seafood. Base near the Old Town or San Justo for climbs that reward you with Gulf views. Ride the historic Opacina tram if it's running. If not, bus up for the same panorama. Trieste's budget is kinder than Italy's headliners, and the mix of languages at the next table is your best souvenir. Wrocław, Poland, is a city of islands, bridges, and 1,000 tiny bronze dwarves that turn every walk into a treasure hunt. The market square is grand, but the charm lives in Ostro-Tumski's lamplighter glow at dusk and the leafy paths along the Oder River. Base near Nadodze for street art, and cafes where baristas chat like old friends. Eat pierogi, Jurek soup, and market snacks without scaring your credit card, and climb a tower for a red tile roof panorama. Wrocław's student energy keeps nights lively without overwhelming the old stone, and your budget breathes here, even when you add museums and a concert ticket. Tirana, Albania, is the European capital you didn't know you needed. A color-splashed, cafe-soaked city full of life and late conversations. Based near Boloku for modern restaurants, indie shops, and safe nighttime strolls. Mornings are for Bayrek and macchiatos, afternoons for Bunkart's modern memory lessons, and evenings for boulevards filled with families. Day trips to Mount Daiti or Coastal Dura are simple and cheap. Costs: soft on the wallet, generous plates, strong coffee, taxis that don't test you, and apartments that feel underpriced for the space. Tirana's joy is genuine and contagious. How to make these cities sing on a short trip. Pick a neighborhood and live the pattern. Morning walk to a specific cafe, midday market run, afternoon museum or park, golden hour viewpoint, and a dinner you earned with steps. Skip list chasing. Anchor each city with 3 rituals: a breakfast place, a sunset spot, and a street you walk slowly every night. You'll leave with memories, not check marks. If you crave day trips, limit to 1 per city, otherwise you dilute the very reason you came, to feel a rhythm different from home. Budget reality check for 2026. You can keep daily costs reasonable without self-denial. In Porto and Granada, a mid-range day might hover modestly with espresso, pastry, transit, a museum, and a 2-course lunch. Ljubljana and Ghent trend a bit higher, counter with market picnics and a single sit-down splurge per stay. Trieste lives in the sweet spot if you stand at the bar for coffee and eat seafood, where locals linger. Wrocław and Tirana deliver value across the board. Room rates, meals, and transport that make an extra night feel like a gift. Book apartments with kitchens when you can. Even 1 cooked meal every 2 days softens the total. A few craft moves elevate every stop. Learn how to order coffee like locals. Café in Porto, un cortado in Granada, un café al banco in Trieste. Buy market fruit you can wash and carry. It stretches mornings. Choose 1 paid experience per city and give it your attention. An organ concert, a food tour, a modern gallery. Take the first hour after arrival for a radius walk, 4 blocks in each direction, to find your corner bakery, the nearest tram stop, and a small park. Photograph signs and tiles, not just landmarks. They'll summon the city back later. And ask 1 bartender or barista a simple question. If you had 2 hours in your city, where would you go? Their answers never match the guidebook, and they're always perfect. If Paris is the song everyone knows, these 7 cities are the acoustic set where you can hear the strings. Porto's riverlight, Ljubljana's calm intelligence, Granada's twilight guitars, Ghent's canal glow, Trieste's espresso wind, Wrocław's dwarfs and bridges, Tirana's late-night laughter. Each offers the thing we chase when we travel, a different way to live a day. Pick 2 or 3, travel slower than you think you should, and let 2026 be the year you fall for Europe off the main stage.